All right. Hello, hello. How we all doing? How is everyone feeling? Hopefully everyone's staying safe and healthy right now. Looks like J-Bro's getting a run for his money on this one. You know what? Actually, also, let's pull up. Oh, I had the link earlier. Crap. I'll get a link to the cube. I think I'm going to go in blind today. I had these two degenerates on my stream a little while ago, and they were talking about. One of them said you can only go in blind on a cube once. And is this right? That's not right. Hang on. And I thought that was terrible and profound at the same time. Hey, Derek. Hey, Simpsoning. It's a big link, but there it is. Yeah, so like they were saying, one of the Davids said, I can always just say David. That's a safe bet because I know it was one of them. You can only go in blind on a cube once, right? Because like after that, you know it. So I'm actually pretty tempted to go in blind on this because I know a bit about the last two core sets. I think I did the pre-release for both of them. I know I've played with the cards. And I know I did a pre-release with 21. So I think I'm just going to do that, and we'll see what happens. Seems like the right thing to do when I'm probably only going to get to draft literally exactly one time. So yeah. I don't know, maybe we'll go late. Maybe I'll have time to do two. We'll have to see on that one. It probably will be more fun. JT, thank you. Cube on MTGO. Appreciate the heads up on that one. I literally, someone, who was it? I think it was Gabby, went live and I saw it on Twitter and was like, I'm doing the core set cube. And I was like, wait, there's a cube up? I was just so laser focused on what we did last week that, yeah, I just completely forgot to even check. Plus, I feel like it's been a while. You should stream, Derek. We should co-stream it. I don't know how that would go. We should click on the join at the exact same moment so that we time ourselves into the same pod. That's what we should do. You 3-0'd your only draft and retired? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the way to go. That's my goal for tonight. Unlikely. Especially late in the cube. Like this is when all the people that are left are either people who are dumb like me and just never got around to it, / forgot it was there, or people who like are still grinding out. Like I'm sure this Bowen or Boyne, however you say it, person here is probably eager to make that a nice round 30. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were in there like trying to crush it right now. That's what I would do. I'd be going nuts. First trophy in a year? Sweet. It's a good feeling. Last trophy... Hey, David. D. White, how you doing? Geez, I think the last time I trophied a cube, it couldn't have been Decaro Cube. There was something after that I managed to hit a trophy on, but I don't know what. I know I managed 2 in the Decaro Cube. And I don't think I ever got there with Live the Dream. I think I felt like I was close, but they ended up being a bunch of 2-0s. Or 2-1s, rather. J-Bro's in the middle of the match, so I won't be in his pod. Whew! That's a close one. I love J-Bro. But I do not want to play against him. I don't think I'd even mind drafting with him. I mean, obviously that means that it's going to be a harder draft because, like, he'll be after the good stuff, but... Cube Streamer Gauntlet? Now we're talking. The 3 of us that do that, right? I mean, not counting, like, you know, again, people like Gabby or like Kenobi who, you know, stream everything and just do that once in a while. Yeah, I mean, the only other way to do it would be if we used one of our cubes. Like I have a 360 cube that's awful, but I have it on MTGO. Like I own the cards on my MTGO account. So that's the only other way you could do it, would be to draft it on something like draft.info or directly on Cube Cobra, and then you can't do multiplayer on Cube Cobra. And then play it out. People do that. There's someone I follow on Twitter, Nex, who maintains I think it's a vintage cube, and I think it's powered, but I actually might be wrong on that. But they maintain it on MTGO, and they run the drafts. That's where I got the idea, more or less. All right, here we go. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, Fabled Passage and Mind Stone are obviously super safe picks right off the bat. Terror's not the worst. Some decent removal. Talrand and Young Peasy. I don't know that I'd want to get into a spells deck in a cube like this without knowing more. Yeah, I agree with Pyro. It's inelegant. It is Cockroaches is inelegant. I'm pretty big on Passage here just because it's a super open pick. I don't mind the idea of Mind Stone because usually a 2-mana rock is a good place to start. Mentor of the Meek is strong too. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Take the land. Yeah, the land feels like the right pick. I love Thrill with the baby Jace. I mean, this Jace is strong in the card drawing sense, but it doesn't feel like a payoff. I'm tempted by the Young Peasy, but I am going to go Fabled Passage. That feels safe. I especially like going into something like this open. Holy shit. Well, we could go mono black. We know one person isn't in that since they didn't take Massacre Worm, which feels like maybe a mistake. Just as a fucking bomb. Mono black is supposed to be very good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm, according to J-Bro, I mean, that's the bro to listen to. Whirler Rogue tempts me as well. That's a pretty good card. I feel like taking Massacre Worm pick 2, other than like maybe like, I mean, Thrashing Brontodon's also a strong card overall, but none of these are so pulling me into an archetype that I wouldn't just try that and see. The Reef, I agree with that. I agree with the Reef as well. Because I know Elementals is probably supported in here. Interesting that there's the Flip Chandra as well. I'm going to go out on a limb on the Worm. Just because worst case we can get out of black. But I don't think I hurt myself too much by grabbing that here. The Nighthawk is the only thing in black here. And I think we want to be careful getting into 2 colors if we want to cast the Worm. Goblin Grenade is fucking hilarious. Cultivate's a solid card. Seeing a fair bit of blue, so I wonder if like that kind of spellsy deck would be open. Can Cultivate. I mean, a 3-mana Dork that taps for 2 is pretty nice as well. I love Trading Post in here. I bet that would be interesting. I'm going to push the mono black and see where we get for a couple turns. For a couple passes here. Shit, I don't hate the Platinum Angel. Probably don't need a whole lot more top end. If we can pick up a couple of those rocks. I know there's some 2-mana rocks in here. Cultivate's fine if you want to super ramp. Tusk Angel or Archer. Yeah, I'm in for that. I like the Archer. I'm a pretty big fan of that card. I feel comfortable in that deck. Temple or Archer. Yeah, I like the Archer here as well. The Temple is tempting, but I like black-green better. I think that's where I land on that one. And I took Fabled Passage, so for a few picks I'm going to feel like I was a good little drafter and took my land. Got some more good black in here. I have to assume Gary's got to be in here. Easiest Mystic. Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong there. Or Corrupt if we think we can get back into mono black. The fact that this has come around makes me think maybe... I mean, this is usually... Yeah. Grey Merchant's not in the cube. Okay, so Corrupt is one of our opportunities to make good on being mono black. I do think the Mystic is probably the right choice, but the fact that this has come around I think is a decent signal. Yeah. I like the Spectre as well. Oh, missed the pick. I like the Rager. Actually, I like... This is more of a sack outlet. Baneslayer's going around. Maybe black-white would be a good move. Or black-green. I mean, there's no red or blue in this pack. Except for one. If we take Corrupt, we take Rager. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yep. Yeah, Rager or Baneslayer. Baneslayer is tempting. But we passed on the land. Damn. Well, again, I feel like... Ooh. Hi, Nissa. I think we're getting pretty close to the point we want to make a commitment to a color. Although I guess, I mean, I also don't have a problem... Yeah, the Nissa is tempting, isn't it? Wild Growth is kind of tempting as well, especially, I mean, probably not over Nissa. We could also head for mostly black with a splash of green. I mean, if our black pips are multiple, but all of our green is in, like, mostly single pips. I don't know. I'll grab the Nissa and see where we end up. Okay. Gotta say again, though. Kind of loving the... come on. There we go. Kind of loving this... all this black coming around. Feels like we're seeing a lot of stuff that indicates black's, like, opening. Yeah, this is happening. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, seal myself off from maybe having some green splash, but this feels like a decent sign. So the PZ went. White is super open, which kind of doesn't surprise me. And I don't know that we're going to do a lot of sacrificing, but... I kind of like this for removal here. It looks like green is fairly open too if Brontodon's going around. You like the Goblin? Are there going to be a lot of X1 against aggro decks? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a -2/-2 either. Yeah, the Goblin is good with the sack outlet. No black or green. So Rangers and Thragtusk both came around. Maybe we'll just grab the Ranger's Path, because that's a way to splash some green in. You like the Tusk? It's pretty solid. Single green pip up at 5 mana. Shouldn't be hard to splash in if we don't get quite where we want. I took the Tusk. A green card with Spell Mastery. I love it. I mean, again, I don't see that, the Nissa might make me a little nervous with that double green, depending on what kind of fixing we see. I love seeing a Doomblade. Shit, I love seeing an Arbor Elf, too. I think I'm mostly nervous that the fixing isn't going to be great in here. I also feel like the last time I played Shadowborn Demon, I did not love the way that it went. There's some big ass blue spells in here too. The Thornwood Falls. Yo, I know it's Simic and I love Simic, but take the good card. I ain't mad at a few of these blue cards. I ain't mad at Arbor Elf or Hornet Queen. I think if we take Hornet Queen and Massacre Worm, we're out of our minds in this cube. Yeah, no, I knew you meant Doomblade. I'm with you on that. I love me a Cavalier. Fuck, there is some open ass green. Azusa's going around? Arbor Elf doesn't know. No. You're right. Yeah, it's really kind of shitty that Gary's not in here. With all these black pips, I mean, holy crap, could we play a Gary deck? And I thought, wasn't he printed in a core set recently? I really thought so. I almost... I'm always nervous to try to wheel stuff. I actually probably should try to wheel the Cavalier and grab the Marshal. Maybe not, because maybe someone will juke into the Cavalier, where the Marshal just being black is gonna not appeal to people. Well, that's a shame. I love Sarkin. Theros, then Theros Beyond Death. Right. You're right. Awkward to splash or fixing. You're not wrong about that. I kind of love... the 5 mana doesn't always do it for me, but I kind of love these cards that let you snag something out of a graveyard. Yeah, I'm wondering if Sign in Blood will come around. It's a pretty unexciting card. It's not like we're hurting for 5s, but if we end up not going green... I'm going to try it. I'm going to be bold or stupid. Your pick on which one. And then all this comes around. So, like, I'm itching to have green in here. The city. I was thinking about that because that would let us splash the green in. But if we end up mono black, truly mono black, yeah, the city is tempting. I don't have any strong feelings about these black cards. So I was looking at the city. I wish I was seeing more... I mean, I think Nissa scares me with that double green, the way that we're leaning with all this black in here, but... they are a good combo together. Well, we do have one sack outlet already with the vampire, but yeah, I think the city's better. Ostracize. Plow under. I love it. Love it. The poor drafter's walking ballista. I mean, I guess the Rejuvenator would help us splash, or just get us a land. Just gets us from 3 to 5, which is fine. The one thing about Ostracize that would be nice, actually, is that we could Necromantic Summons it. I don't mind a little hand attack early on. Okay, if Murder is going around, it feels to me like black is open. I might be wrong. I mean, I guess we could take the Sweeper, too. We're not, like... the Swamps. Mutilate, Sweeper. Yeah. Are we a Sweeper deck? You know? I don't know. I kind of just like having point removal. I guess with Cavalier and Necromantic summons, mostly the summons, because Cavalier needs you to sack something. We don't mind the sweeper. We've got very little at 4. Technically, Murder could wheel. I will not count on it, but it technically could wheel. How open is white right now? Should have taken the Temple. If we had taken the Temple, we could have just cut these black, black, black cards and just been black, white and been wide open. I haven't really. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna grab Ratchet Bomb anyway. 3 color. Yeah, white and black white are like super wide open right now. I don't really see us playing that. I mean, do we just take the Shadowborn? It could end up just being like a really painfully slow sweeper. I don't know if I love the card. But I mean, if we end up not in green, we got room for one more 5. Actually, maybe the Revoker. I like the Revoker. I didn't really see that at first. All right, so the Graveyard Marshal got picked up, which could mean a few things. Nice call, Steve. You like the Revoker better? Yeah. Yep, I'm with you. Don't know if we'll need this, but tough to deal with 1-drop is never a bad thing. Ironically, Nissa might actually be playable. I mean, we're trying to get up to 7 anyway. So if most of our green splash was just for fixing and then a couple payoffs. Yeah, Nissa seems fine. Take it. I mean, there's no way we're playing any of this, but I wonder if someone saw that sign in blood and decided it was a sign. Yeah, this is the problem going mono, is if you don't really lock it down. It could be a little thin. That's all right. Well, I like Blood for Bones, though. I like Reanimate Shenanigans, and I bet this is as close as it's going to get to being good. Distress might not be bad either. Joe Royale. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, Don't have any draw. I have like 1 draw card, and it's Phyrexian Rager. More of a Simic card. Yeah. Yep, that's a slick card. I like the look of that. I love the art, too. It's a beautiful card. It's just overall beautiful. Yeah. Nope, that's a different draft. Someone will be really happy to see that come around. Embodiment? Urborg? Hello, fixing. Look at that. All of a sudden, we can play some green. City of Brass, Fabled Passage, and Urborg. I feel like that opens up a lot of possibilities for us. I also feel like there is no pick that is better than Urborg here. Like, that's not even a question to me. Ooh. This is interesting. Lands are good. Lands are good. The Dawn, you like Veto? I don't think we have a lot of ways that we're going to gain life. Oh, I guess with Lifelink. Dawn Veto. Knight of Infamy? Yeah. I like the pro-white, and the Exalted could be a thing. Open the Graves. I don't know that we need another 5-drop. A 5-drop do nothing enchantment. I mean, with the Poison Tip Archer and the Blood Throne, maybe we have kind of like a little sack thing going on. Yeah, we do have Corrupt. Boy, that's tricky. Oh, because we would gain life on that? I feel like you can never go wrong having another 2 or 3 drop. And I'm going to be a little more splashy and take Veto. Which is a little... I know that's the slightly more risky pick. Pilgrimage for fixing. Another black only card. So like it doesn't look like there's a payoff in the Gary vein of things, but there are a lot of things that'll reward you. Crypt Rats. Derek's excited about the Crypt Rats. Yeah, that does seem perfectly fine. I love that Sigil's in here because I saw the Starfield earlier too. So the fact that there's an enchantment deck in here is like super fun to me. I feel that. Arena! Hang on, we just fixed our draw problem. I kind of love Zombify too, especially since we don't really have a lot of 4s. But I mean, Arena's hard to pass up on. I do like Zombify. That's a fun card. And that's like kind of like seems to almost be what we're doing is like a little bit of sack death triggers, and then like we've got 1, 2, 3. That would make 4. We've got 3 solid like slow but workable reanimate spells. But yeah, you can't like Arena. That shit's in Modern. Oh, Stitcher's Supplier might put this all kind of together. This is the only problem with cube drafting. Yeah, I think Supplier is good here. This is the problem with cube drafting though, is like trying to read these signals is tricky because who fucking knows? Who knows? Like, I mean, seeing stuff like Cavalier of Night and Corrupt, those are clear signals, but like green feels super open here, but who knows? Maybe there was 4 other green cards in here and they're just going. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair, Simpsoning. It is a big part of the fun. You're right. You're totally right. Ooh, I love me a freebooter though. Yeah, I think we did this. I think we can splash in the green cards that we like, stuff like Thragtusk and the Archer, but I don't think we need to be worried about trying to fix a ton of it. We'll throw in a couple forests. We've got a few ways to pick those up, and then we can just turn those forests into swamps later. Sometimes it's a signal, sometimes it isn't. No, totally true, yeah. It's more the color signals that's like challenging to me. The orrery before the door to nothingness, I know, right? I saw the orrery and I was like, nah, we're definitely not in there. And then it's like, oh, okay. We missed a combo. Sometimes it's Psychosis. JT, that's why I keep you around. Thanks for keeping it real. I don't think I need a 3/1 sack outlet, do I? There's a decent chance I won't run Ostracize, so I feel like having a 1-drop's pretty good. It feels good to get people with Might of Oaks. Oh, Dire Moon, you said it, yeah. I feel ya. I feel ya. Fart bag is a good time. Yo, Derek, when David and David were on last week, we were legit talking about spending like an actual stream talking about all the like nicknames. Like, you're the one who taught me Rob for Red Bob, which I still say, and David said that's like literally getting around at Wizards because he saw you say it on my stream. You want to take Joriel and then have that combo with Arena every time we draw a card? You might not be wrong. Distress isn't that good. I'll take it. We already have Kitesail Freebooter, which is Distress on a flying stick. And now that we know we can cast some green stuff, why the fuck not? Bringing fun nicknames to the masses. No, but I'm saying, like, you just said fart bag, so, like, I think you need to come on for that. I think you need to come on, and I just want to hear all the different fucking names that you have for cards. And we'll just assemble, like, a big-ass database. And then we'll try and get Scryfall to put them all in. That's my plan. Wow, what a weird... Elves is open, too. Like, that last pack had an Elf Lord, and this has another one. I think I'm going to take the Knight. I like Derek's idea on the Knight of Infamy here. I think that... I don't regret the pick, but I'm glad this came around. Yeah, man. We definitely need to talk more cube. I guess we don't have a ton of 5-drops. There's the Hydra. I'm definitely nervous about how much green we put in here, but... I mean, we'll do it. We'll do it. Black-green elves is totally a thing in the cube. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Certainly green elves is. I don't know how much the black can... Jolrael and Arena. I took it. I took Jolrael to go with the Arena. Yep. We'll do it. That would be a lovely curve. I mean, play those two and... Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know that we want either of these. We'll just throw that in the sideboard. Oh, and Door came around. Cube Variety Show. Da 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 da. All right, what do we have here? So we do need to make some cuts. I don't know that I feel strongly about Ratchet Bomb or Ostracize. 1 mana 1/1 flyer is probably fine. A 1 mana, actually, I like all these 1-drops for sure. The Glider will be a nice little bit of fixing. The Glider lets us run a little bit more green. Because here's the nice thing. As much as we're like mono black, that's only at the top end. That's only up here where all those black pips matter. And that's going to hopefully give us enough time to get one of our really good fixing lands. Because we didn't get a lot of lands, but the ones we got are super wide open. And then I'm gonna pull this Nissa in before we make decisions. I don't think there's anything else in green that I feel strongly about running. Shit, now what do we actually cut? A cube to pick apart? Yeah, I like doing that. I like to rip on a cube. Is it your cube or it's like one that you found? That's late game's concerns. It'll be fine. It's your cube pet project? Yeah, I mean, what I actually really like to do, the way I look at it, is I like to do features on cubes. So I actually prefer to, I like to like highlight them. You know what I mean? Like I like to talk about how good they are, but I love featuring other cubes on here for sure. Yeah. Especially if they're novel or strange or that's hard to put down. We might not need the summons per se. We want to cut 3 here. Ain't gonna be easy. Veto might be off plan here. Oh yeah. I mean, DM me anywhere for sure. Yeah, shoot me a link, and I would love to get together on that. Absolutely. If you've tweeted about it, I've probably seen it. Awesome. Hell yeah, I'll look for it. Yeah, and I mean, just generally, I like collaborating on Cube. I don't think we need the Knight as much as that's a solid card. I think we're going to call it there. I feel like this looks okay to me. We got a little bit of early green, but two of them will fix us. Joriel has text I don't even know about. Oh, right. Base power and toughness. XX. I don't think we're worried about that so much as we just are hoping that we get the arena down with this and then just make 2/2s all day long. Like a free card and a 2/2 every turn is going to be problematic for our opponents. And this seems pretty solid anywhere after 3. I'm going to put it in as a 3-drop because I like to look at it from that lens. I mean, it's a weird-ass deck, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Let's see what we come up with here. 11 and 3. That feels pretty good. With Urborg, we might be able to go up one more on a forest just to make sure. Just to make sure we can get one early enough to drop some of these early cards. Like, we don't want a dead Joriel, a dead Leaf Glider or Nissa in our hand. That'd be terrible. Double green's a big ask. Rather Shulkin being mostly black and splashing Power Liars. For the Hydra? I don't think that. I think that's good advice. I could see that. There's plenty of stuff we can play over it. I mean, it is a late game card. Like, realistically, it's not a 3-drop. But you're right that green might be... Like, black isn't a big ask because of Urborg. But I could see that. Let's bring Vito back in. He's adorable. The nice thing with Vito is, I mean, having a mana sink on board is always nice. And, like, worst case, you just gain a couple life, and you're just doming your opponent a little bit here and there. You can see going up. No, yeah, I brought Vito back in. We don't have a ton of life gain. The main thing will be either activating him or hitting a corrupt. And I mean, a corrupt for like 3 or 4 is still quite strong. Vito corrupt. Yeah, it can deal a lot of damage. That's legit. I mean, the likelihood here is that we're going to have a minimum of 4 swamps. I would think. And it's probably going to be more if we're casting it. Yeah, what the fuck? Let's give it a try. So yeah, Derek, that sounds great. I'll DM you either later tonight or tomorrow, and we'll figure a thing out. All right, man. Be good. I'll see you soon. All right, Swamp and a Passage. Oh, holy shit. We're doing it. Joriel and Arena. And Urborg. So, bam. We're doing it! That's a fucking slam dunk keep right there. We'll get a forest. Screenshot, right? Here's my key. All right, now we have to crack the passage at the correct time here. Got to make sure I do that in their turn. Double red. All right. Young Peasy. That's where that's at. Let's go get our forest so we can get our Joriel down. And then she might need a bolt, but we'll give it a try. If not, Urborg Arena is going to feel fantastic. Yep. Eating a bolt. That's fair. All right, so Freebooter's probably going to give us... And Mutilate's going to do some work here too. Mutilate's going to do some real work for us. Play the Freebooter first, clear way for removal. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. That would have been the better move. You're correct. I think we just play it now. And just see what we can snap up here. So a rock or Chandra? I mean, I feel like the Planeswalker is the move here, right? If we're not afraid of a trick, we can block the elemental next turn. Let's get a Stitcher Supplier down too. That'll create some opportunities. Okay, Cavalier in the Yard's not the best since that's one of our reanimates, but that's okay. If they get out of control with Young Peasy, Mutilate is our friend, but unless they drew a spell, I'm not super worried about that. Yeah. It seems unlikely that they can swing safely here. All right, so that bought us a little time. I like that. Might get in with Kite Sail. I mean, I think we're just dropping Arena here. Play defensive. Steve likes the swing. Steve, this swing's for you. I'm in for it. Yeah, because they're not going to want to swing into our Stitcher Supplier. They might swing with the Elemental, but whatever. Let's get that Arena down. I like that. Played our land. Just for you, man. I like holding on to this Mutilate. I don't want to give them Chandra, but... Nice. Yeah, they're going to piddle around for a bit. See, I would have swung with the Elemental there. Trading that for a Supplier doesn't... I guess they don't want to give me the trigger, because... Obviously, I want that trigger. Still here. Classic 7 people waiting, right? Ooh, the Tusk. The Tusk is going to feel real good here. And next turn we can Sorin. And we can start burning stuff off 2 at a time. I love it. I love it! The other reason we want to keep Kite Sails swinging is to keep... Oh, life gain on the Tusk. I forgot about that. So we do have some life gain. Yeah, we want to keep swinging so that we keep the Arena from getting us too far behind. Oh, see, now they're digging. Swag Tusk. They took the... They kept the hand because of the Peasy, but then they didn't draw well. I think that's what happened with our opponent here. With Hex. Okay, Shivan Dragon's a pretty good draw, actually. I'll give that. In theory, we could Mutilate. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, I love the Nighthawk here, though. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. That's so good here. With the Shivan. Alright, I think we swing with the Thrag Tusk and see what they'll do. And I think we swing with the Freebooter too, because it's flying. No, that's the opposite of what we want to do. Then soaring down the Shivan. Yep. Yep. Yeah, see, and then if they chump, that's fine, because we can drop the Nighthawk, which I like as well. Hold the boot. Yeah, 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 if they block. I mean, geez, we have a lot of life gains. Sorin and the Nighthawk. I was not thinking at all. Yeah, I think I like the Nighthawk here for just for being able to have the Death Touch. Have the Death Touch up here. I think I like that better. Shit, it's been a while since I just played a cube. Feels good. Feeling loose. Ooh. Of course, that's like not a lot. I mean, they'll get the extra elemental, but like riding a bike. Like riding a bike if the only thing that you ever learned to ride was a unicycle. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's like riding a unicycle when the only thing you've ever ridden is a bike. Feels like has meaning again. Yeah, I think we'll get in with the Tusk and the Nighthawk on the next turn. And then we have Sorin as an option. And we can also just start ticking Sorin up behind a wall of challenging creatures. They only have one card in hand right now. They don't have any good attacks if we keep the Nighthawk up. Could just try to get Sorin to ult. The freebooter, sure. Sure. Let's draw some cards. Ooh. You know what I really like is sacking a Thragtusk to reanimate a Cavalier, to kill a Stitcher Supplier, to reanimate a Thragtusk. I like that. I like that a lot. I also like getting 2 free damage with lifelink. Turns out 2 cards a turn is good. Yeah, right? Well, and I'm realizing, I mean, again, I obviously was not thinking at all, but the incidental lifelink is like fucking solid. Okay. Let's get ourselves a 3/3. I could have swung with that, but I was actually afraid they would trade the Shivan Dragon, and then that ruins my plan. Let's get the Cavalier. Let's put the freebooter back in hand because we can cast that. Oh, it's going to ask me now. Yep, I will sack that. Guess it doesn't matter. Let's get the dragon, though. Oh, sorry, the Cavalier doesn't reanimate till it dies. That's okay, though. We still have ways to get the Thragtusk back. Let's get our freebooter back down. Kind of sweet to see a Shivan in play. I agree with that. Oops-a-doodle. Let's grab that. I like a 4/5 lifelink. I like that. The only thing that would have been better would be having the poison tip down first, and I guess I probably could have done that, but I'm not patient, so I didn't. All right, now unless they play... Ooh, Bolt! Actual Bolt. I feel like that is good. They want that Chandra back real bad. No, Shivan doesn't supercut it. It might be fine in this. Nice. Yeah, and Cavalier will only get us a 3-drop back. Ooh, nice. So they're going to reanimate their Bolt. Mutilate, then sack the beast to bring back Cavalier Thragtusk. Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Boop. Yeah, if we mutilate, everything gets dinged for 7. So let's see what we... Ah, Doomblade. Good. Good. Unfortunate that City of Brass does not get fixed by Urborg, but still good. So we could do Archer and then Doomblade Young Peasy? I don't know that we even need to Doomblade something right now. I mean, we can. We could just Sorin and start burning stuff. But they're going to also be able to attack into Sorin effectively. I kind of like Poison Tip too, because then I can just swing with the Cavalier and, like, if they kill it, nothing good happens, because I'll just get back a whole bunch of stuff, like my freebooter. Blade the Looter. That's probably actually a good idea as well. That's not a terrible idea. Let's get this down first. Doomblade's also an instant, so we could just swing and see if they do anything crazy. They're going to have to block because I'm going to go after Chandra with this. Because I don't like them being able to reanimate their spells. They'll do that. That's fine. Blade the Looter is a good plan. I do think it's a good plan. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So if we... The other thing is if we mutilate, Poison Tip deals 7. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. Next turn, Sorin takes over the game. Yep. Yep. Yeah, because we'll burn off the PZ, and then we're looking at 4 elementals, and they're going to have a hard time keeping up. Or we'll just win. Yeah, swamp, swamp, swamp. There's our worm. I was kind of hoping the Massacre Worm would hit the graveyard from the Stitcher Supplier dying. I like the Revoker because we know they have a Planeswalker. And they have a Looter. And we could bring in like a 1-drop. But I also feel like trying to go 1 versus 1 with them. Oh, it's a 0-1 too. I forgot about that. They're not going to have a ton of creatures. I think I'm okay with this. You going to bed?
Yep.
Love you,
night.
love you, bud. Be good.
You too.
Sleep good.
Good luck on stream.
Thanks. What a brata. The discard spell seems good. Oh yeah, it does have a lot of spells. Yeah, the discard spell's not bad. It would be better if we'd gotten that 2-mana 1. Distress? This is a weird... I mean, Freebooter, Nighthawk, holding Stabboon and Doomblade, that's actually good, right? Like, that's just fine. The Freebooter's solid because we know we'll get non-creature, or it's likely to get non-creatures. If we don't get non-creatures, then we're happy because they whiffed. Yeah, I think we're okay with this. Don't mind having Crypt Rats either, with Urborg on board. Yeah, I reckon a turn 2 Freebooter is hard to beat. Maybe we'll get to play Sorin this time. I'm sure they don't like this. I fucking love Kitesail Freebooter too. And I can't really play it in my cube. All right, well, tomato, potato. Got a spell out of their hand. That's how you want to spend your time. Let's see if they have something for this. Nope. Yep. Waste all that removal so that you don't use it on my crypt rats. We don't need the ramp, but we can hold up Doomblade right now and Stab Wound. Might hold the rats. Yeah. Wait till they run out a little bit more. Yep. Yeah, I'll bait out some more with Leaf Gilder. Glider? Gilder. It's a small distinction. We've got 6 mana. We could just Sorin. They're holding 5 lands and 4 cards. I'm a little nervous about finding a counterspell with that. Alright. We could just use this for black mana. If it was an Evolving Wilds, I don't think I'd crack it. Alright, well, here comes a counterspell. Oh, now you say never mind. Slow chat. Oh, it landed. That's a good sign. Well, and what's red-blue going to do about a 6 loyalty planeswalker? I mean, they have exquisite firecraft, so they can deal 4. But red is not good at dealing with planeswalkers, especially when they're big. Oh, daddy like. Daddy like. I wonder if they're out of gas. I wonder what they're sitting on. I don't think we want a necromantic here. I think we crypt rats. Because if it lands, we can ping for 3 like right away. Each creature and each player. No, so we want to hold that. I forgot it was each. It's not targeted. Swing for 2? Yeah, swing with the elf. To the dome with Sorin. I mean, only because it puts us at 8, and if they don't do anything, we can just control them the next turn and win with Crypt Rats. Like, if they don't have burn, they have to spend it on us. Or on... I mean, if they have burn, they have to spend it on Sorin right now. Or just lose. Fuck, I missed cubing. +2 Sorin. Yeah. No, that's... I knew that's what it meant. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to take him to 10 when I can just keep burning him. I mean, and we're just sitting on Doomblade. Transmogrify. Interesting. No, we just say okay. Doomblade, whatever lands. They're not going to have a black creature. Oh, ouchies. Or do we just -2/-2 that and just burn them down? We don't really because it's flying, but... Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about 3 life here. Get rid of that fucking monster. You better believe it. Yep, that did it. Wow. We didn't even get to Cavalier. Oh my gosh. This deck is bananas. Transmogrify? I know, 1/1 Menace into Transmogrify. That is two things you did not expect to see tonight. Yep. Overall, I think I'm happy with the deck, though. I certainly don't have any strong objections. Win, lose, or draw. This deck is fun as hell. All right, now this is a weird hand to consider keeping. But the statistical likelihood that we'll end up with another swamp before we get to 6 is pretty high. The 2-mana 1/1 isn't super appealing. Doomblade's strong. I think we just keep it. I mean, turn 2 plays. I don't know. You haven't fired yet? Jeez. Really are waiting. Oh, here we go. I like Joel Riel turn 2 better than the Blood Throne. The Blood Throne is good if Joel Riel can go off with the Arena. Alright, we're playing against black. Playing against Dimir. They're not holding anything right now because they passed through their turn. Sure, ponder away. No fear, Dimir. Nighthawk is great. Yeah, I agree. Nighthawk's good here. They hit their land drop, so they've got removal. We swing for 1. They pass through turn again, so they're not sitting on removal. We've got our 3 black for Massacre Worm, so we just have to get there with total lands. That'll be a lovely turn 6 if we can swing it. Ah! So that's going to be Joel Riel, and that's fine, because I think we prefer to have Nighthawk here. I mean, until we see Arena. Joel Riel's more of a cutesy thing. Literally the only problem. Oh, and here's our 6th land, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So literally our only problem right now is not being able to Doomblade Necrotal. Necrotal Classic. Ponder is a good card. Get our lifelink. And then hold up Doomblade, because they might have a blue creature in here. Alright, I'm honestly feeling a little anxious about casting Massacre Worm. I really want to, and I don't want it to be Essence Scattered. Yep, so they'll hit us for 2. That's fine. I'm not going to give up Blood Throne for that. Even though we could make it a 3/3. Getting rid of the... If you're paying for upkeep, you draw X cards with X life or X number of zombies you control, and they're going to have 1 right now. Alright. So, Arena in pants. This Doomblade ain't feeling too good right now. Well, we'll just keep gaining 2 life, though. They can keep hitting us for 2, but... And I actually don't mind chumping with Stitcher Supplier, I think. Love putting Reanimate into the yard with Stitcher Supplier. Love, love, love it. Graveborn Muse, what a good hill giant. Hillborn Grave. Graveborn Giant. You're not wrong, though. 2 cards a turn is pretty fucking good, so we need to find a way to deal with that if we can. I guess we could swing with Supplier and Blood Throne and see if they'll just chump it, or, you know, block it, and then Massacre Worm -2/-2. would be hilarious. Doesn't seem super likely, but I guess Massacre Worm also just runs right over that, so. 3/3 Flying Prowess is pretty good. I'm going to Doomblade the fuck out of that, though. Can't let that sit here. What's the swing? No dice, okay. I guess First Strike doesn't protect you from a double block, so that's fair. Ooh, the Atcha. So do we play the patient game, drop the Archer first? Probably, right? And I'm dropping this main one because I want to swing. And I might swing with the Blood Throne to see if they'll take the bait. Because I don't have a problem sacking Stitcher Supplier to Blood Throne, depending what they block with. Yeah. Ooh, that Cavalier. Cavalier and Necromantic sitting in the Yad. This deck slaps. Swing the Throne. Yeah. You called it, Derek. You called it. Well, and honestly, I might try it again and see if they'll block it just out of desperation. And then we can drop Massacre Worm to finish it off. Maybe that's hopeful. Maybe that's too hopeful. Ooh. Super glad we didn't drop the Worm last turn. Giving them a Phantasmal of that would be not so good. Holy shit. Okay. I love that. Especially since Worm won't kill any of them. I'm going to have to take some life here. Yeah. Yep. Great. Great. And that is also a screenshot. So they're also going to take some burn on that. That's fucking awesome. That was worth 7 life. Yeah, Sift. Hope you have removal. I don't hope they have removal. Alright. I mean, we'll just keep them empty of cards for a little while. Oh, right. We'll just keep them losing life for a while. That was a spicy meatball. That was fucking amazing. This is why I cube! That right there is why I cube. That and the Massacre Worms. Alright, so they seem pretty creature heavy. And Doomblade actually does some significant work. Doomblade probably does some work. Some of those blue creatures are scary, and we don't have another answer to them. And Blood Throne actually did some really interesting work as well. It's almost like these are good cards that we're playing in here. I mean, I want to pull Ostracize in, but I'm almost wondering if that's even worth it. Jolrael might be too cute for this deck. We also might want... Do we need the Revoker? They didn't really have a lot of activated abilities, per se. Cut Joriel for Knight. It's not bad. 2-1 for a 1-2. Okay. I'll give that a try. Two lands should be fine. Because we can, I mean, as long as we can get a third land, we can Rager. Doomblade is sketch. Yeah, I was tempted to get rid of that, but they do have significant blue creatures. And stuff like Mirror Image, you can play, you can kill at instant speed to prevent them from, like, copying your Masker Worm. One land gives us Rager. Yeah, I think I'm just being a yutz. This is a slower format. We haven't had a problem, and that's our land, so we're good. What'd I do? This is your friend? This is your friend? You know this person? Tom Choma? Oh no. Tell them I said good game. For the last one. I don't know what's going to happen here. You grew up with him? That's amazing. Like, y'all text buddies? You should text him. Be like, I'm watching you right now. Get under his skin. Yeah, see, Baron? We want to be able to kill Baron. With Doomblade. You're going to text him right now? He's going to be like, I'm busy. Playing Magic. Fuck off. I think we're fine just with the Rager here, right? Just get a card. Yeah, I like it. So we've got the lands to hit Sorin on curve. I really want Baron to be a 2-3 so I could just stab wound him and then just be like, enjoy that forever. Oh shit, that's good. Ooh, you know what's even better though? Is a 0-1 Death Touch lifelink that has to deal combat damage to trigger. I'll stab wound that. Yeah, you're not going to get in there with Baron, that's for sure. I like having a Vampire of the Dire Moon here too. Let's go get a fast. Two cards a turn is good. 2 damage a turn is good too. What a card. Holy shit. That's gonna suck when they Massacre Worm us. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yep. Yep. That's bad. I don't think we have a way around that. I don't think we have any removal that'll kill Massacre Worm right now. And I don't think we can race it. I mean, right now we just try and chump it, and we try to get Sorin down and ping them. Ah, gosh. Urborg Crypt Rats will kill it? That's fair. Actually, Swamp next turn will kill it. So we just have to chump it for a turn. You're right about that. Because we'll have exactly 5 black mana next turn with the Swamp. If we had one more creature, we could actually kill it by pumping Blood Throne, but That sure is bad. They also might have a way to deal with Crip Rats right now, which is scary. Sure. Wow. Okay. It's a lot of cards. Yeah, we can kill it next turn with Crip Rats, so I think we let them get to their turn, because once they hit their upkeep, they'll lose 2 life, which I need every little bit I can get. And then we'll Crip Rats their everything. Depends what we draw, I guess, but I don't think there's any way around. Yeah. And that way they don't want to play anything. Like, I'll honestly wait till they swing. Because if they don't swing, I'll hold this up. Yeah, they're going to get in there. Because it's not sorcery speed, right? Whew. Psychotic board wipe. I'm behind now. Playing Sorin into this board state is not great. Oh, all right. Yo, fun fact, you can kill someone with Sign in Blood. I'm not even that far off from that being a reality. I can make my life total 10. That's amazing. With Sorin. That's true. I can also just take them to 5 and take me to 6. Which maybe isn't great. Oh! Oh, if we only had another creature. I think we just need the 4/5 lifelink though, right? No, because then we can swing with it the next turn. Because we like have to. I think we need Cavalier more. If we drop Sorin now and dome them for 2, we're at 6, they're at 5. They hit us for 3, we're literally one shot. And Cavalier won't help because it doesn't have reach. And this is flying. And this has prowess. So I think... that has prowess, which means they can kill us. Yeah, if they have a spell, they'll just kill us. Oh. I hate to say it, but I actually think the right move is to make our life total 10. Nope, it's target opponent. But we'll dome them and get to 6. That makes it a lot harder for them to kill us this turn. It's all about buying a turn at a time. I mean, in fairness, if we draw like a dork, we can use Cavalier of Night with whatever we draw to kill the entity, which would be much better. And they might even swing into... I mean, that's fine. Not great. Oh, that's not great. Arrgh, nicely done. Nicely done. I assumed they would mirror the storming entity there. Yeah, and they're going to go for face, because of course they are. Boo! I mean, a blood for bones won't get us there, but the 5-mana reanimate spell will let us get Massacre Worm back. That's not what we're looking for. So we can get to 5, but doing so, the best I can do is to kill a Spectre, and then I take 5 in the air. Yep. Womp womp. Yeah, Corrupt would have done it, but we're not gonna have a turn. There's no way we get out of this turn. Corrupt would have been nice though. All right, let's get rid of that in favor of Ostracize. They have quite a deck. That's a pretty cool deck they're playing. The other reason I don't want to get rid of Doomblade is it's just I'm so light on removal overall. I don't think there's anything we want to revoke. The Phyrexian Revoker. I think this is just how we run it. Yes, we would. Okay, so that's not a bad start. A bunch of 1-drops that I'm pretty happy to play. I think a Vampire or an Ostracize turn 1 is probably just fine. I doubt they have any significant 1-drops, so I'm going to play the Vampire first. And next turn we can Ostracize to try to keep them off of that. Yeah. I didn't think they would play a crazy 1-drop. And then we could play both of our 1-drops, and then we can play Veto with a Death Touch Lifelinker on board. So I like that. Because we have gained a lot of life over these games. Veto just down is, like, good. Mirror Image, Lily's Spectre, or the Ambassador. We've got enough to play all 3. I don't think I'm super worried about Mirror Image right now. I'm definitely not worried about the Ambassador. I think it's actually the Spectre I like the least. Because it's a flyer, too. Yeah, I kind of like where we're at with this open. Kind of like it. We're on track for Poison Tip on 4, maybe? Urborg here is good. We'll do this and just start our lifelink parade. Every life we gain, they're going to lose 1. So that makes this a 2-1 for the time being. We're also just way ahead on board right now. Like, we had such a fast start. All right, so they might be holding some nonsense here. I'm going to play this first, because if they kill something, I don't think we have to worry about a settle or anything like that. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Get rid of that. Still going to get some life for it. 1, 2, 3. I do love a good Aristocrats or a Blood Artist deck. I do love me a Blood Artist deck. It's just so oppressive. I guess technically we could give everything lifelink here again. I think we... let's see what we draw. Let's see what we draw. That's a hell of a card. 3/3 flyer. Right around the time that you want to smooth out your draws for a bit. Oh, nice. All right. Let's get in there with that. Dawn Veto. Yeah, I thought of activating him. But I'd rather just get him with the Death Toucher right now. And then I'll use that next turn. Because this has lifelink. And I'd rather activate the lifelink next turn when I'm swinging with more Death Touch. My fear was the just losing something to Stormwing. I don't know. Maybe I was misthinking that. We're pretty far ahead. I probably could have just activated and swung. I didn't want to lose Dawn Veto to Stormwing. That's what I was thinking. If they block that. It doesn't shock me. See, because now we can activate and swing with the Death Touchers. And then they have tough choices to make. Because even if they kill this, I'll still get the triggers for everything else dying. It's one thing I love about the Poison Tip Archer is you can't really remove anything else safely until you remove it. Nice. Could just drop Arena, but I feel like if we let them stabilize, we're in trouble. So I think I'm going to, as Derek, time for Corleone to do his thing. Yeah, I think we just activate and basically just swing out. Because they can get the supplier. I'm not going to swing with Veto. But I'll swing with everything else because just every life gain makes a difference. Like even if they kill Stitcher Supplier. And then these Death Touchers are scary. It's a shame we don't stack the lifelink on here and get double. Yeah. So that's going to be 3 damage. Or yeah, I'm going to gain 2 here. That'll deal 2, deal 2. Yeah. Math is for blockers, but this is going to hurt. This might just be game. Yep. GG. What a fucking deck. And then it crashed. Woo! We broke it. What a time to come back. Yeah. This is one of the reasons that I like streaming these too, because holy shit. The stuff we reserve for posterity. Like, this VOD is going on YouTube. Fashawa. I did broke it. PC load letter. Steve. Oh, you and your good references. You and your funny witticisms. It's a great time to check Twitter. We got a message from someone. I wonder if it's Derek. Steve, my friend, how are you holding up over there? Let's double check our deck. You're doing great? Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Listen, man, I know like we haven't met in person yet, but I'm not kidding when I say I worry about you almost every day. That is not a lie. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised. When I saw Corset Cube, I thought, you know, those aren't known for being like the best play ever, but there's just some solid shit in here. Like, and the cube does seem very well designed. Like, I don't want to downplay that, of course. This seems like a really excellent cube. Like, just everything I saw looked really fun. All right, well, here's the nice thing going into this game. I love getting trophies, but what I love even more is getting my play points back. So knowing that we're already 2 wins in lets me, like, breathe. Especially since it's probably the only one I'm going to be able to do. I might be able to knock one out real quick after this. I don't know how late I feel like staying up. If the Dodging the 1/2 is key. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It sure is. I try not to get caught up in the trophies. They're always nice, but it's pretty good for the one and done in the core set cube. Yeah. And I don't think it was featured 2 years ago, so I wouldn't have even been playing really on MTGO that much, and I certainly wasn't like into cube yet. So I would not have played this at all before. You really liked M21 in the last 3 core sets in Limited? I didn't play any of the last core sets in Limited other than pre-releases, but I agree M21 was a solid set. I definitely did 2021. Ooh, they made it. Oh, so this is interesting because Jor-El into Rager actually isn't bad. And the fact that we have like all of our forests means we can only draw swamps as far as lands. Yeah, it's not quite the combo, but it's not bad. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Sneep, snap, keep. Freebooter's not a bad move either. Maybe we do that first. Huh, let's bluff him with a forest. Oh, this fucking looter. Alright, well then I think we definitely want to look at their hand real quicksies. Let's have a peeky-doo. I gotta get better at writing this stuff down. Oh, snap. A counterspell, a sweeper, and a Tez. What do we take? The sweeper, right? Like, because we're gonna Jor-El into Rager. We're gonna Massacre Worm somewhere in there. I mean, Rewind is scary, but we can play around it. Tezzeret right now I'm not super scared of. Sweep, keep. Yeah. 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 I think the sweeper's got to go. All right, well, that feels good, getting that out of the way. We're going to look like a green deck for a little bit here. They're going to loot. Toss a land. They're on blue-white. That's good to know. Their counterspell is not live yet. Ooh, we can double spell right now as well. Oh, I guess we should have attacked first, huh? Well, fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, the big thing is just playing around that rewind. We don't want to get a rewind on our Rager. That's like literally the whole point of keeping this hand, but... And we just want to draw the card for 3 mana. They're going to pass. They're holding it up. Holding it up. We just swing, right? They might kill our lifelinker, but like whatever. Yeah, all right. To keep them from looting every turn? Right. Right. Get in 3 damage. I think I can afford to be patient here. Peek. Get the Rager countered? Yeah, because it's better than the Massacre Worm, right? And they just peeked at our hand. Fair enough. They figure they have a turn now. So they're probably not going to rewind it now that they know we have Sorin and Massacre Worm. Slam Sorin? I don't think we're there yet, right? No, we need one more. We need one more. And we'll get a kitty! We need one more land. We're at 5, right? Yeah. Ooh. I like Veto here, though. The Dawn. Yeah, because I played the Swamp this turn. Yep. Sorin or the Worm will be next turn. I'm going to swing a Joriel, though, because unless we get Arena, she's kind of done her work. We could activate next turn, yeah, if we didn't trade. I'll trade that for a flyer, too, though. I'm not... Like, maybe they're just trying to buy time, but... Yeah, no. You're good. You're good. It is hard to tell with the way they stack the lands. But yeah, Steve, we could activate next turn if I hadn't traded her off. I just don't think she's going to do a lot of work. Like, if we draw Arena, that'll be like a feels bad, but... Yeah, see, and they're just going to pass and try to bait out Worm or Markov with their Rewind. And, like, there's a legitimate chance they've drawn another counterspell since then anyway. I mean, I'm also just going to swing, because if they do have anything else, they're going to have to show it to me. We don't have any lifelink, right? Yeah. So here's what we'll do. We'll just keep playing the medium shit, like Veto. Like, that's very counterable. Yeah, so they're going to knock that out. Fine. Like, I'm super okay with that. I'd literally rather play any of these three cards at this point. Just pass. I don't mind them wasting Rewind on Veto. We don't have any lifelink right now. But I will keep swinging, you're right. I mean, let them just keep wasting that, right? Okay, fetching a Swamp here feels weird. I mean, 6 cards in hand. They probably have a counterspell. But we've got 3 turns on this. I might also drop Thragtusk. Nah. See? Have some balls. How good would that have been if Veto had landed? See, they're not going to counter... No fear at all. If they counter Thragtusk, who cares? We're still sitting on Sorin and Massacre Worm. Tragic arrogance. Yeah, all right. Now, presumably... Yeah, they'll keep Thragtusk, which is a mistake. See, this is a bad choice for them, because they want to kill Kite Sail. But if they kill Thragtusk, I get a 3/3. Yeah, now we can slam Sorin. See? It worked out fine. They kept Thragtusk? You're dead. You know I have Sorin. You don't have time to cast the Sweeper. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to draw a card, because last time I did that, it broke. See what we worried about with Thragtusk. I don't think they... I mean, obviously they didn't have another counterspell. I think they're more goofy than that. I don't think the deck is, like, lean. I don't think it's like a Cultic Cube, lean, cantrip-y counterspell. I think Rewind is like... They took that because they needed something that looks like removal. That's my guess, and that's not like a judgment. I'm just saying that's what that looks like to me. So I like the Leaf Gilder because it gets us up 1 mana and it's 1 more green source, but it also takes a green source. So I'm not sure that was even the right move in the first place. I mean, it's been good a couple times being able to drop these on 5, but especially against this deck. Pro White might be good. Yeah, Gilder's fine. I think having a Pro White 2/1 might actually be even better. I mean, we didn't see any white creatures, but we saw white sources. I don't know. A lot of times I don't even sideboard, but I know Derek looks down on that. Like, down his nose. and that's understandable. So I think I need to look like I know how to sideboard for a hot minute. But yeah, I think Knight's good against this deck, and getting in early is going to be good as well. Derek, you look down on people who don't sideboard in Cube. Didn't you write like a whole article about Cube sideboarding? I thought that was you. And I don't know, other than the looter, I don't know there's anything I really feel strong about revoking. And like, they're probably not super creature heavy, so ostracize is probably bad. You tweeted about it. Yeah. Like literally sometimes, especially like when I've already gone 2-0 and then 2-1, like I'm like, submit. But I don't draft good sideboard plans. That's part of it. Like I don't draft a good sideboard because I'm usually all over the place in the draft. So two totally different things there. Oh, I love it. Turn 2 kite sail. Like a lot of my decks are just linear. Like they're just right on plan. So it's like, there's no point. I like the way this these draws are going. Geists. Time warp. Negate, I'm not worried about. Literally don't have any of those. Probably just take time warp. I'm not like worried about that. They're on 3 lands. I actually wish I could take Geists because that's going to be the bigger issue for me. Kite sail swinging for 2 next turn. Yep. Oh yeah, I guess I could Knight of Infamy next turn, right? And exalt it. I didn't think of that. I never really play anything with Exalted, but that's a good point. I was going to do Nighthawk next turn, and then that way the following turn I could Blood Throne Knight of Infamy more efficiently. Because I like to tap all my lands. But that is a better plan, getting that 2 in there. Yeah, they have a weird... Exalted. Just gonna attack alone, right? Yeah. You right, you right. And then they're gonna Geists probably the... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, because this is a flyer. Yeah, so they can block the flyer. And they want to tempt me into that. Well, this is where we want a flying Death Toucher down. Hold Nighthawk till he slams his Geist. You called it. You called it. Yeah, because having the Nighthawk swing as a 3/4 next turn, flying Death Touch lifelink is going to be amazing. And follow that up with the Thrag Tusk. I like that. And presumably they're just going to take it. But I'm also okay with that. So I'll gain 8 life on this one. I need more swamps, or I need my Urborg. I would love to finish this whole fucking draft up with Corrupt. I would love that to be how we go out here. Urborg Corrupt would be... Oh, so we gained 7 life effectively. Still. Fuck, I like this deck. I like this cube. I like cubes in general. I don't think I've met a cube I didn't like. They don't even have an instant or sorcery to return, unfortunately. Because I took the time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Desperate times. Yeah, they need blookers. Yeah, I mean, I guess I need to... Ooh, hello. Hello. I guess I need to make some decisions here. I think swinging with Thragtusk is a no-brainer, because if they kill it, I just get a 3/3. If I swing with it alone, it's a 6/4, and they kind of have to deal with it, which means either double or chumping, both of which are bad for them. But if I also get it with the Nighthawk... Yeah. Exalted is weird. I guess also just having the Nighthawk standing up means they can't crack back with their flyer. Not that that's like a big risk right now, since we're ahead in punishing them. Yeah, I think the fact that they have to double block or just eat a chump is perfectly fine here. Okay. Oh, they're thinking about it. Yeah. It's a tough one. That's a tough decision. I would not want to be... I mean, I'll kill them both, so whatever. I would not want to be making that decision. Because they're going to lose their everything, and I'm going to have a 3/3 still. And that 3/3 can attack for 4 with Exalted. That's why, honestly, almost tapping this down was almost like a mistake, because... Swing Nighthawk alone. That was... I did think about that as well, because it would have been a 3/4. Same thing, they had the double block, and it has Death Touch. Hey, D. Carmona, how are you? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're playing an absolutely ridiculous deck, as you can see. I don't mean this meanly, but I honestly wonder how their deck got where it is. It doesn't... I mean, maybe I just happen to have a deck that beats it, but like... Thanks for stopping in, D. White. It was great to see you again. Have fun on your other stream. He's so busy. He is fancy. He's fancy as fuck. It's probably silly to hold back the kite sail, but yeah, they've got something. Okay. Yep, that's a thing. It's a shame we won't hit anything with this, but... Yeah, what's the stream, D. White? Drop the link in here. We'll raid. I mean, I don't even know how many viewers I have right now, but I'll send the few of them that we have over. We'll raid. Sometimes you start off a draft and it just never comes together. You never know. No, it's more like we're 2-0 right now. Hold back, putting more stuff on the field. I don't think you know me, Steve. I don't think we've met. It is waiting for a wrath. And we know they have one. Yeah, I should have held back. I just, I don't like leaving lands untapped. But yes, if they're holding or they drew their wrath, they're really excited right now. That is true. Or they're going to do that. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, we can hit him for 4 with Crypt Rats. We can hit him for 4 with Corrupt. Not on the same turn, obviously. We might be safe. We'll see. They might have drawn their rat. They did just draw 4 fucking cards. I mean, the other thing is Massacre Worm. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I don't know why I'm holding back Blood Throne. I think just because I wasn't really planning to activate it. I mean, I guess if they sweep, I can actually, depending on what they're using, I could actually use Crypt Rats to hit them for 4 on the way out. Should be kind of silly, but at least it's something. We're going to hit him for 8 here. 10. Like, it's not great, but... Actually, 5. We can hit him for 5 with Crypt Rats, because we can get a black out of this. Okay. And they've still got like 6 mana up. Poison Tip Rats is a kill. That's fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, let's swing and see what they do. Yeah, they've got something. End the turn. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa. There it is. Rats. Thanks, D. White. I just want to get him to corrupt range. Which we are pretty fucking close to. That's not going to do it. If we can get a swing in. They've got 4 cards in hand. God. Oh my gosh. Their deck isn't annoying at all. This is how they got here. Shenanigans. Amazing. Amazing. I love it. I love it. Let's get some card advantage. We need some swamps and we need some Urborg. We could attack because that would get him for 3. But I don't think so. I think we just hold up because they've got a flyer that we could kill. It's not worth 2 mana right now. Urborg, 1 time. Yeah, especially after we saw it in like literally every other fucking game. Alright, I'm pretty mad I missed Derek's line there on the Poison Tip Archer. Because that... they might have been able to just end the turn and counter the spell that way. See, and every turn they just pass off to me is not great for them. Although I guess if they have a counter spell on Corrupt. They have a negate still and a rewind. I haven't. Oh no, negate's in the yard. Negate's in the yard. They must have looted that away. All right. Urborg was listening. And I think we necromantic Massacre Worm and put the pain down, right? I mean, they might have a counter, but this is not the time to not act. We got to try. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that worked. I think they're dead. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can swing. Frick. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough to cast Corrupt. Yeah. Swing and they die if they block. Oh, nice. Okay. That's fair. Still going to corrupt them next turn. But who knows? They've had Shenanigans. So, I'm not... We got one card. All right. If that card is Rewind, we are sad face. 5, 6. We have 9 mana, which is not enough to do both with the poison tip. I think we just try to corrupt them. The 3-0. The trophy. What do you mean just attack, Derek? We had Corrupt and Urborg. You don't get to do that every day. This is Cube, goddammit.